want to tell you about one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they first start their online service business, and that's to do with the pricing of their product and the value of their product. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why you should be selling a 4-figure product first, not a low ticket product. And I'm also going to tell you how to sell high ticket, as well as what to do if you've already started selling low ticket, when it is okay to sell low ticket and how to use low ticket items to your advantage, as well as the mindset behind selling a 4-figure product. So one of the things that is really frustrating that I see business owners do when they first start is they think that if they sell a cheaper product, they will sell more of them because of the price, when in fact the opposite is true. So what happens is when you have a high ticket product packed with value that you sell really well, you are more likely to hit your income goals faster than if you were to sell, for example, a £500 product and need to get 6 clients in rather than 1 if you wanted to make 3K, for example. So I see this a lot with social media managers, with coaches, with graphic designers, with copywriters, where they say, I'm going to start out, I am going to create a product really cheap, and that way lots of people will buy it. However, here's what happens when I see a product on the market that is really cheap. Firstly, I assume that they have just started out. Secondly, I assume that the product may not be as good. And thirdly, when I compare it to a higher priced product, I assume the higher priced product is going to be better, such as from a competitor. So there is a lot of value to creating something that is worth a lot more money and trying to get a limited number of clients in versus lots and lots of clients. So my client experienced this in the last few months when she came to me and a business coach had told her to sell a low ticket product and to sell lots of them, and she was really struggling. She signed up to work with me and I got her to sell a one-to-one coaching program, which was $3,500, and her goal was to have 1 client a month, and she is hitting that goal. So it was a really easy way for her to hit a 3.5K goal off the bat, and now she's increasing that goal to 2 clients, maybe even 3. It's not to say that she doesn't have other products on the table. However, she downsells her lower products when she doesn't get a yes to a one-to-one coaching space, which works so much better. When is it okay to have a low ticket product? So I don't have any low ticket products at the moment. However, I am creating one, and what that's going to look like is either a free course where it acts as a lead magnet, which is different, or a low priced course such as £49 or £99. And the real reason for that is not for me to kind of make money. The reason I'm going to create that is actually to just add weight to my funnel. So it pays me a small amount and they get to experience what it's like to work with me. They get to see how I educate, they get to see how I speak. And what I would do with that low ticket product is I would pack it with so much value that they would think, okay, if this is what I get for 100 quid, then what am I going to get if I sign up for a full coaching program? So the idea is not for me to sell 100 of those courses. The idea is for me to warm people up to sell something at a higher level. So low ticket can work really well. You might have also seen that there's a lot of people out there selling these level of products, £9 products, £7 products, £47 products. The reason we sell those is actually for ads. So the idea with an ad is if you can make money through the selling of those courses, then you will cover the cost of your ad. But again, you're warming them up, getting them into your funnel, getting them onto your email list, and that way they are going to buy the higher level products. So you're just funneling them in. So what do I recommend if you've already started selling low ticket? Well, if you've already got a stand store with products in them, then just leave them there. Or I would direct people to them when you're talking to them in the DMs or when you meet people, when you're out networking, and say, I've got this really affordable product which solves this problem. You can check it out, you can buy it. So it's not that you need to get rid of your low ticket, but it's just that you need to kind of reframe how you use them. And I'm saying all this, of course, from the place of having a small audience. Now, even when I've worked with a client with over 10,000 followers, I still got her to create a product that was £1,000 minimum, because that was going to get her to 10K months quicker. She only needs 10 people. So 10 people out of 10,000, that's a pretty good shout. So even if you had a really high following, I would still ask you to start with a high ticket product first. Now, if you are wondering how to sell high ticket, I just want to remind you that I've got lots of videos about how to reach 10K months. You can check them out here. They break down the kind of different things that you need in place to hit high revenue months. Now, if you want to sell high ticket, there's a few things that you really need to have in place first, and there's a bit of groundwork you need to do. Firstly, that product has to be really high value. So maybe it's the length of time that they work with you, maybe it's the deliverables that are high, maybe you're bundling lots of things together, but that product should be the best product you can put together for the problem that they have. So for example, my highest ticket product at the moment is one-to-one over 6 months, because they get that one-to-one support, they get voice note access, they get to meet me every week, and it's like having a business partner. The lower level product from that is still 6 months. However, they get to be in a group program, and I add courses in, an accountability course. I teach them how to sell. I give masterclasses. So I bundle lots and lots of things together to help them sell online. So when you are selling something high ticket, you have to be really conscious of the problem that they have, as well as how you help them solve it and all of the steps you can take them through, and bundle all of it together so it's really, really high value. That's how you're going to get them to buy it. However, there's a lot more to selling high ticket than that. You also have to make sure that you are targeting an audience that has the budget. So a big thing is people going to Instagram to sell and finding that they're getting in front of the wrong people. So one of the things that I did to mitigate this was I changed my language in my business. I started saying, if you've got a 6-figure business, or if you're already at 10K months, or if you're a CEO, for example, if you've gone VAT registered. So what I do in my content is I call in the people that are already making money to put them into my new mastermind and to sell them one-to-one as well. And by elevating that language, I'm not talking to the new business owners anymore. So even though I do have a program for new business owners, I mix up my content and I change my language to something more sophisticated when I'm looking for a different person. So the next thing with selling high ticket is that you really need to speak to your customers in a way that shows the value of your product. And you can use copywriting techniques to do this. So copywriting techniques will help you kind of get in the head of people that you want to work with. And also it will help you take them on a journey and really showcase what your program is about, why it's important, the result that it can get. It can spark intrigue, and it encourages them to keep reading your content, whether it's, articles, blogs, captions on Instagram, LinkedIn, whether it's scripted videos, whether it's YouTube. Copywriting techniques can really help you sell. And I am a firm believer that copywriting is the secret to sales. So your messaging is incredibly, incredibly important. And I would highly recommend that you learn to copywrite and just get yourself a few copywriting models to start kind of testing the water with them, seeing what works for you and seeing the results that you get as well. The other thing I think with selling high ticket, the platform that you choose to sell on will depend largely on the product that you are selling. So if it is a lifestyle product, so if you are selling something to social media managers, or if you are a coach like me and you're selling a kind of lifestyle through, start your business and you can have more freedom. If you are a mindset coach, then all of these things work really well on Instagram. However, my experience of Instagram is that budgets are lower. They either don't have a budget, they're looking for free stuff, or they want to buy lower level programs. So Instagram is great for that. And I get a lot of traction into my base level group, the starting group, those that are trying to get their first clients and get from 0 to 7K. A lot of them come from Instagram. Now, if you are selling to corporate clients, if you are selling B2B, if you are selling to CEOs, I would highly recommend that you get on LinkedIn. However, I would highly recommend that you get on LinkedIn anyway, because budgets are higher and people are way more serious. There is just something about that platform. I mean, it's designed to create economic opportunities. LinkedIn say that themselves. So people are more professional, and if they say they're going to have a call with you, they turn up in a certain way. Whereas with Instagram, I found people are a little bit more relaxed and they see it as a little bit more friendly, and they're a lot less professional. So I have sold more one-to-one through LinkedIn, which is a lot higher ticket, and I'm finding it easier to find really serious people, founders, CEOs, corporate clients, masterclass kind of groups that I can go into. It is way more effective, in my opinion, to sell high ticket through LinkedIn. The next thing with high ticket products is your mindset. So many clients come to me. They will say, I'm going to sell something lower ticket because I can sweep people up, people will buy quicker. And I'm always like, no, please don't do that. Let's get a really good offer, a really good product, some really good messaging on the table, some really good content, some really good networking, and let's get you out there with a high value product. Let's not focus any time on the low ticket because it's not going to help you reach your income goals right now. But people get the fear when it comes to high ticket. One, they think they're not worth the cost. Two, they assume people don't have the money when most businesses do have budget to spend, particularly on LinkedIn. And even if people don't have budget, if they find your program is valuable enough and they want it enough and they have enough desire, then they will buy it. They will find the money. They'll put it on a credit card or whatever. whatever. And I'm not necessarily saying that you should get yourself into debt to buy these programs, and that's what people should be doing. But in my experience, they will if they value it enough. So that's nothing to do with me if that's what they choose to do. I don't even ask. I don't ask people to put anything on a credit card. However, when someone says they don't have the budget, what that usually means is it's not a priority. Some people, of course, don't have budget. What I want you to know about high ticket is if you sit in a place of fear that you're not good enough to deliver a 3, 4, 5 grand product, then you will make that true about yourself. And when you go to a sales call and when you pitch and when you show up in your content, they will feel that you are not confident. So one of the biggest things that you can do to sell high ticket is to create something you love, you believe in, that you know will get results, that has social proof, that you have tested, that you have created kind of copywriting messaging for, that you have created great content for. I want you to look at your product and your offer, and I want you to have market research and feedback so that you can say, this is a great product, and if someone buys this, this is going to make all the difference for them. Fear is a huge one. Self-worth, self-esteem, all massive as well, and I see that a lot. But the moment someone sells at a high ticket price, they're like, okay, that was a lot easier, and I've hit my first 3k month, or I've hit my first 10k month. The moment you've sold one, your confidence just goes way through the roof, and it becomes a lot easier as well. So you just have to have the confidence to actually do that. So if you are thinking about hitting higher revenue goals each month and you do not have a 4-figure product, here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit down. I want you to write down what your expertise and experience is. I want you to think about your customer's problem. Write down all of the problems that they have. Write down all of the solutions that you can provide. And then I want you to create a packaged up product that you can sell to them. If you do this exercise, if you write down their problems, the solutions that you have, how you can package it, your experience and how that is useful, the customers that you've already worked with, even if you were in-house and you've never had your first client, I promise you, you will have something in front of you that you can definitely use to start making way more money in your business. Now, if you've already created a high ticket product, but you're struggling with getting leads into your business, I just want to remind you that there's a video right here about 6 unusual lead generation activities that might just help you to start getting some more leads in and getting some more sales in. So check that out.